let us start with the second module, uh, the second tool using the Apache Hive. The first tool which we studied is Pig. Now the second tool which we are going to study, that is called Hive. Apache Hive is a data warehouse infrastructure built on top of the Hadoop. So it is actually Hive is actually a data warehouse infrastructure which is set up on the top of the Hadoop. It provides tools to enable easy data ETL, extraction, transformation, and load of the data. What it does, this tool provides data extraction, data transformation, and data load. It is a mechanism to put structure on the data and the capability for querying and analysis of large data sets stored in the Hadoop files. Hive defines a simple SQL query language called HiveQL. As Pig defines the SQL query language, which is called Pig Latin, here Hive defines a SQL query language that is called HiveQL that enables users familiar with SQL to query the data. It enables users familiar with SQL to query the data. We can query any data. At the same time, this language also allows programmers who are familiar with the MapReduce framework to be able to plug in their custom mappers and reducer to perform more sophisticated analysis that may not be supported by the built-in capabilities of the language. So it also provides some plug-in capabilities which custom the mappers and reducers, and which helps the Hadoop to make more sophisticated analysis of the data. It offers the following features. What are the different features of the Hive tool has? So this tool, Hive tools to enable easy data extraction, transformation, and loading. It is a mechanism to impose structure on a variety of data formats. It is a mechanism to impose structure on a variety of data formats. Access to files stored either directly in HDFS or in other data storage systems such as HBase. So it accesses the files which are stored in the HDFS or in other data storage system using the HBase. Query execution via MapReduce and Tej. It also does the query execution using the MapReduce and Tej, TEZ, that is called optimized MapReduce. Hive example. For further discussion, the following software environment is used for the Hive execution. So Linux operating system should be there. Platform should be RHEL 6.6, Hortonworks HDP 2.2 with Hadoop, and version of should be 2.6 Pig version. For example, if you type a Hive command, so the Hive prompt will appear like here, like this. So suppose you want to create a database, create database in Hive. So so you can write the command create database, if not exist database name, and we can put a comment, database comment, and location DFS path with database property name equal to property value and all these things. So like this we can create a database. How you can drop a database in Hive? Just simply write a command, drop database if exist database name and restrict cascade. After database command in drop, or how to alter the database command in Hive. How we can alter? We can alter like this: alter database name, set db property, property name equal to property value. Using Apache Scoop in the using Apache Scoop to acquire relational data. So this is the third tool, that is called Scoop, Apache Scoop. So Scoop is a tool designed to transform data between Hadoop and relational databases. Scoop is used to import data from a relational database management system into a Hadoop distributed file system, or export data from Hadoop back into an RDBMS. So here we can, using the Scoop tool, we can import data from relational database management RDBMS into the Hadoop and vice versa, or export data from Hadoop back to RDBMS. So this is what we can do using the Scoop tool. Scoop can be used with any JDBC compliant database and has been tested on Microsoft SQL Server, PostgreSQL, MySQL and Oracle. So here Scoop can work with any JDBC compliant like SQL, MySQL, Oracle database, Microsoft SQL Server, PostgreSQL and all those things. How we can import the data and export the data in Scoop using the Scoop. So Scoop examines the database to gather the necessary metadata for the data that are to be imported. Scoop examines the database to gather necessary metadata for the data that are to be imported. So any data need to be imported. First of all, Scoop will gather metadata. Metadata in the sense data about or information about the data which it is going to import. Second step is Scoop uses a map only, no reduce step. It uses only map algorithm, Hadoop job that submits to the cluster. The imported data is saved in an HDFS directory. The imported data will be saved in the HDFS directory. Scoop will use the database name for the directory, or the user can specify any alternative directory where the files should be populated. By default, these files contain comma delimited fields with new lines separating different records. Once placed in HDFS, the data are ready for further processing. So once data is ready in the HDFS, it can be ready for the further processing. We can see with one example here. So Scoop is importing the data from RDBMS and it is putting into the Scoop job using the map. Only map is there, no reduce. So once the data is mapped, then it will be stored in the HDFS storage system. So this is how all these steps which I explained in the previous slide, so these steps are depicted using this diagram. Next one is how we can export the data from the cluster works. Now previously we imported the data from RDBMS to the